video is about. If you can't go to college, get your Class A CDL and get out here on the road. For you viewers, I can answer your questions in the comment section, but if you're like me and you graduated high school and you don't want to do 4 years of college and you graduated high school, let's say late, let's say you graduated high school at 19 or 20. I say this because if you graduated high school at 19 or 20, you're only a year away from being able to go OTR. You understand? That was like my big reason, because I graduated high school like 19, 20, because I failed first grade. Well, hell, who didn't fail first grade? But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why. Because you don't want to wait till you're 24 to graduate college, right? You graduate high school at 20, you know? You can go to CDL school, and by the time you're done with CDL school, you're almost 21. You can get out of here, right? Also, that was one of my reasons. But another one of my personal reasons why I came out here on the road, this video is specifically for you, for those who feel hopeless, like you can't find a 6-figure paying job, company, which is the low side of the trucking industry. You can make way more than 6 figures. Anyways, my second reason why is because, hell, I didn't know there's trade jobs. I didn't know anything about trade jobs, right? I had no idea there are such things as trade jobs. And it's trade jobs, like I wouldn't say like you can start a company and make that 100,000, especially in trucking. Okay, let me put it this way. It's not like you can start a business with no money. In a trade job, you can start a company and start 50, 60, I would say 100,000, 90,000 in trucking. And you can work your way up to a business. Because you know the good old saying, it takes money to make money. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't have money to start a business, and you know, like you never knew about trade jobs, well, this is 2-in-1. You don't have money to start a business, trade jobs is perfect. You can't find a high paying job, and I'm specifying trucking, but this goes for all trade jobs. Plumbing, electrician. Hey, I don't knock y'all plumbers out there, but electricians, heating, ventilation, refrigeration, which short stands for HVAC, and carpentry. Carpentry is basically where they go on the roofs of people's houses and they fix holes, leaks from rain and weather, and it fortifies it, right? We all know what plumbing and electrician is, but now plumbing, electrician, HVAC, carpentry, the fifth is trucking, right? We all know all the trade jobs that I just mentioned. Trade jobs is basically 2-in-1. Well, I don't want to get off topic. This reason is supposedly why, like how you can make big money other than going to college, right? But I'm telling you, there's more than just being a company driver or a union. They say union, which means company for all the other trade jobs. But I'm gonna just talk about trucking. Not only that it gives you a substantial income, like I said, you want a college paying job. Not only does it give you substantial income, but you need that income in order to start a business. And like, let's say you didn't know. Like, you didn't know there's another way to do this other than going to college or risking your life and going to the army. It's basically like a 2-in-1 scenario. But there's a catch to this though. It ain't all sunshine and flowers out here. Literally. What I mean by that is, you're gonna have a lot of problems with losing money. And hey, I'm not talking about the money you spend on your leisure time, right? I'm talking about making mistakes out here. You're going to have to learn this industry and play by the rules, right? Because if you play by the rules, there's a bigger chance you can, how shall I say this? Have more freedom for your company or whoever for you to go, get a higher role. Oh, sorry for the glare. So what I'm saying is, yes, you can make college paying income 80, 90, 100,000 more just company, but trade jobs, like I said, it gives you the substantial income to invest in other stuff. But with the trade jobs, it's like the best scenario, because what I mean by it's 2-in-1 is you can invest in the trade itself, so it gives you the substantial income, the college paying income, to invest in other stuff that produces income. But with a trade job, you can invest in the industry that you're already working in, plus you have the knowledge of the industry. You get where I'm coming from when I talk about 2-in-1? Like, you don't have to go, let's say you have a college level job, you don't have to go invest in an e-commerce business or something like that's not consistent. E-commerce isn't as consistent as freight. You don't have to go invest in a different industry that you don't know any knowledge about. You can literally save up $50,000 working company and have your first year and have the other $25,000 for your living expenses, food, water, car note, insurance. I'm not gonna say car note, that's stupid. Insurance. Assuming that you didn't eliminate all your bills after coming OTR, which you really should, because I have a house in the back of my truck. This is where I drive. When I'm off duty, I have a house to sleep in. That's a whole other story. So yeah, if you want to be able to advance in the same industry, hell, you can invest in another industry, but since you have that substantial income, step one, like I said, not sunshine and roses. You really have to focus hard and try to save. I'm just gonna go off on a limb and say 50% of your income. You might think saving 50% of your income is a lot, but I'm out here saving 95% of my income. I live in my truck. If you're not able to save 90% of your income, you're paying bills. I don't know how to say this, but I'm able to save 90% of my income because I'm only paying for food. If that. Yeah, I'm only paying for food. Not even water. I get at the TA for free. And I get free showers as well because my company pumps a lot of fuel and I get reward points. I get a free shower. So you really got to focus and save your money in trade jobs. If you want to invest in, I would recommend in the industry because you already have that knowledge of the industry. You understand? So like I said, for all those who feel like college is the only way, let me say this: a lot of those college degrees, they won't give you one, an income, and two, a place to invest that money to make more income. Like I said in the topic about trade jobs, a lot of these college jobs, it's hard to even invest in the industry of college. A lot of those degrees, it's hard to even invest in the industry of those degrees to increase your income. Nonetheless, even get a job with those college degrees. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you're an engineer or you're going to school for 12 years to get $500,000 in debt to be a dentist or a surgeon or become an RN nurse, which isn't so bad, but you know, if you want to be an RN, another college degree, and finance, engineering. Hell, I'm sure there's more trade jobs out here that give you college pay and an industry where you can invest in and have knowledge about than college degrees. So, don't think just because I'm giving you another outlet, a trade that you can invest in and start your own business and have knowledge about, don't think that college is still better, even though I'm saying there's another outlet. Don't think that college is better, because sometimes it's not. Especially if you're one that saves money and able to invest money. If you're one of those types, you've been listening to a lot of like investing in the stock market and stuff. Well, I got news for you. Trade jobs are better in that scenario if you're an investor than in a college degree. Okay? I'm just gonna talk about trucking in specific. You can invest in your own truck and make that $300,000, $200,000, $250,000 a year, and invest in the land. You see all this land? I say land is a good investment. One, because you have many options with land. But for example, you can have a farm, and you can rent out a house. And real estate, I shall say, land counts as real estate too. And land can be used for farming, or farm of any produce, even cannabis, for example. And that counts as real estate. And that goes into the category of the millions of people that are becoming millionaires on real estate. Farming goes into that category, don't get me wrong. There's a whole bunch of development and all this stuff. But like, that's just like a second option, you know? Now, I want to talk about the job security. Like, this Class A CDL license is, if not even more secure than a college degree, because I'm going to say security of the job goes along the lines of job security and supply and demand. You're always going to be in demand as a Class A CDL driver. So don't think for a second that you won't find a job out here. And don't think for a second you won't get your CDL license taken away from you unless you drink and drive, do drugs, leave the scene of an accident, or manslaughter where you run over a construction worker. You won't get your license taken away. The worst thing that's going to happen is probably a 30-day suspension. But it's really hard to get your Class A license taken away. Just don't, those three things that I mentioned, abide by those rules. You won't. So okay, to get the organization thing right, that goes into the category of job security. Yeah, you won't get your Class A license taken away unless you do those 3 things that I just mentioned. For the being able to find a job and like, yeah, that goes under the categories of job security, but more specifically, finding a job, you'll always be in demand as a truck driver. Like I said, supply and demand, you'll always be in demand. And the job security is there unless you don't run over someone or something. You'll always be in demand for a Class A driver position. Make sure you get Class A, guys. A lot of people say Class B makes money. No, you want Class A. So, to give a brief summary, you might want to go back because I gave you guys a lot of useful information. I just want to be more organized next time. This video is about those who graduated high school late, or those either those that can't find another. You didn't know there's like another way, but you did, to make a substantial amount of money. But it's called trade jobs and trucking in specifically. But since this video is about like not going to college, or like not being able to find another path to make money, I'm gonna say this: all the trade jobs are good, but I'm gonna be giving you knowledge on my trade job. But I want to touch a wide band of viewers for this video. All the trade jobs are good, and you can start your own business within those trade jobs. So I hope you apply all this information that I told you about all the trade jobs, and you not being able to find, feeling hopeless, you can't pay for college, you didn't know there's other ways other than college to make money. That is primarily what this video is about. Any trade job is basically the same thing that I mentioned for trucking. I just wanted to, talk about my trade job, but everything that I mentioned for the trucking trade job, it goes for any trade. You have job security. You won't lose your job. You can invest in the industry, so you don't have to invest in other industries that you don't have knowledge about. And even if you don't want to invest in the industry, whether you're a union pipe fitter, plumber, or a company driver, you can make 6 figures. I'm making 6 figures as a rookie. Like I said, you got to work hard, and you got to know the industry. You don't want to catch you got to drive good. You don't want to catch a 300 tickets. Not that much of a $2,000 check, but what I'm saying is you got to know what you're doing. You got to know the trade inside out even before you start your own business. Because once you know the information, once you know the information, you can start your own business if you want. But like I said, for any trade job, even union pipe fitter, union company driver, it all pays good. It all pays 6 figures, 80, 90, 100,000, which engineers, college degrees, they make the same, if not a little less, because with trade jobs, you have the ability to work hard at a company position and make more than a lot of these college graduates. And that's even before you want to start your own business. So this video focus on what I talked about, all the trade industries, and you not being able to find another outlet. Like, for some reason you think college is the only way to make money. It's not. Focus on what I'm telling you, all the trade jobs, the 5 that I mentioned in the beginning. Take into account what I mentioned about trucking, because I'm going to have a lot more trucking videos. But this video, like I said, is primarily about trade jobs and how you can invest, and there's literally an unlimited amount of money you can make. So like I said, you got to be very knowledgeable about your trade that you're in, because you can get 10, 100 trucks. A lot of these companies started out as a driver. And they probably were in the same position as I was. You know, I graduated high school a little late. I didn't want to go to college for 4 years. Hell, you might not be able to have enough money for college. And those that don't have the knowledge of other ways to make money that are legal, not selling drugs obviously, but legal ways to make money, you know, like I said, you know, you can't go to college. You don't have the money to start a business, right? Not only does a trade job give you a substantial amount of money at a union or a company level, 70, 80, 100,000 a year, but you can invest in the industry. So focus on that and watch the video and like, share this video, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'll answer any question. Thank you.